Hello, everyone. I wanted to introduce you today to Jonathan Keekbush. He is the owner of pizzaovenreviews.com and pizzaovenreviews.co.uk. It's a great site running for about 2 years, generating a great amount of income. So, Jonathan, tell us a little bit about the business and how you got started.
Sure. Thanks so much for having me. This particular website, we started off with just a .co.uk website, which we purchased a few years ago, actually from a friend of ours who wanted to get out of this project. It was one of his starter sites, and generally, I'm very cautious with buying projects from other people because you never know what they've done up until that point. But it coming from a friend of mine who I know how they do their SEO, it kind of put us at ease. At that time, the website wasn't making a lot of money. It also was only working with Amazon and one direct partner, and I think if I off the top of my head, it was averaging like $100 a month or something like that. So it was really not doing very much. So we got a really good price on it, and we decided to take it in house. And yeah, from there, we got started with we actually allocated an intern to this project and decided that this would be a really good learning opportunity for them to learn kind of how we like to do our SEO, since we also have an agency business. We have a portfolio of websites, and so yeah, this was actually run by somebody right from the start, and since then we've kind of scaled up the content, scaled up the backlinks a little bit, and improved the partnerships, etc., etc.
Awesome. Awesome. So, now with the business, if you were to keep it and if you were to grow it, what growth opportunities do you see for the
Sure,
site?
sure. So, I mean, you know, the 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 first and foremost is that we've tried to do a good job at covering the products that are available in the space, but I feel that there's actually still a lot of room for improvement there. So a potential buyer, or if I were to keep it, I would probably do spend a little bit of time researching what products are there, what products are coming out into the market. With this being a seasonal industry, they tend to release new products every season, and so just working with the affiliate managers from the different brands that we work with, you can usually get a pretty good idea of what's going to be coming, and even get data on the products ahead of time, which really helps. Outside of that, I'll be the first person to say that we've really focused on the SEO side and on the Google Ads side of things, but because of that, we've been really lazy on everything else. And so we've only added like a single lead magnet for to build an email list like a couple of weeks before the recording of this interview. And so doubling down on things such as building an email list, creating almost like I would create a community. So I would look for, be it on Facebook, or another platform, I would want to build a community of like pizza oven enthusiasts. And also, running things like social ads and stuff like that. I think all of that would be really, really beneficial. And then finally, oh gosh, maybe half a year ago to a year ago, we started the US site, the .com site, which is also included in the sale, and it's recently actually started picking up some momentum and starting to rank. So with the US market having a much bigger audience, and B, having quite a few states that have nice weather year round, I actually think that some of the seasonality could go away by doing well in that US market. So I would put a lot of emphasis on improving the rankings, getting more traffic, optimizing the PPC for the US the US audience.
Awesome. Awesome. It looks like there's definitely a lot that can be done and a lot of potential to scale both the .co.uk and as well as the .com.
For sure.
Um, so tell me what's got you thinking about selling the business?
Sure. I'll be totally transparent with you. I'm working on a pretty big SaaS business that we're going to be releasing next year. That's in a completely different industry, of course. And the this is taking a lot of our time and our resources, and we really want to be able to focus on it. So at the moment, I'm basically clearing out the portfolio and making sure that we've got as much time and as many resources as we possibly can to double down on that project next year.
Awesome. Awesome. And, when you are thinking about the sale and the new potential owner, do you have any characteristics or anything in mind for the ideal buyer for this site?
Sure. I mean, I think that, I think ultimately what would be really good is to have someone that has a good foundational knowledge of digital marketing. I think it's a pretty easy project to manage, especially with the introductory training that we're happy to provide a buyer with. But I think just having like a good understanding of, how these different categories work, such as, how the PPC side of things work. You don't have to be an expert by any means, but having that understanding is going to help go a really long way. And so I think that would be really helpful, either that or that they have someone on their team that has that understanding, right? Just so that they can take it over. And by having that knowledge, they'll probably be able to improve what we've done and scale very quickly, which is exactly what they'll want to do, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's great to hear. Is there anything else you would like your new potential buyer to know? Anybody who's taking a look at your listing? Anything else you'd like them to know?
Um, I think, the only thing that I would add is that we have built up a pretty good relationship with at least some of the brands that we've been doing this with or doing this for, and especially considering that we've sold a really considerable amount of their product over the course of the last year. You can also expect to be sent products, which is always really nice. We've been sent literally $500, $600, $700 pizza ovens to review and to take a look at and stuff like that. And that's always a nice bonus. And it's nice to be in a niche where that's possible. With software, it's always great because you get access to software, but with something like this, it's really cool to receive that stuff.
The physical product itself. Yeah, no, that's
That's right.
awesome. It's great that, this sale will come with those great relationships that you've built over the years as well. Awesome. So thank you so much for your time, Jonathan. And we look forward to finding you the right buyer who can take your business to the next level.
Of course.
Yeah. Thank you so much.